Hello everybody, this is JuryDutySummons, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, I got this game from a coworker, friend, and they wanted me to play it and do a video on it, and I said, yeah, sure. Now, this is a game I played previously, but not as the full version. I played it when it was like a free mod for Half-Life 2 at one point, and I didn't really put a huge amount of time in it, so... and that was a long time ago, so this should be a good experience when we play this. So yeah, here we go, let's begin. End is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading? The end is loading? Oh boy. I wonder if that was intentional or not. Or just a happy coincidence. Well, if I expected it to take so long to load, I probably would have done this off camera. Here we go. So we're making some progress. The end is loading. The end is never the end is never the end is never the loading. Okay. There we go. Click
this is the story of a man named Stanley.
I don't think I will. Alright, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
The happiness of purpose, I suppose.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so when I played it last, this is very, very different. Oh, there's my door. Is the clock working? It is working. Interesting. It's almost 5. No, almost noon. I can read clocks, I swear. .427.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't imagine 432's job. He has a light and a pencil sharpener, and that's it. I kind of wish I could zoom in on that and see what that was, but... Oh, it's so bright. What? I'm not really sure where this meeting room is, but it is quite clear that I am alone here. I hate Mondays. Looks like someone's got a case of the Mondays. Well, I can't...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I guess one thing you have to think about is, do we really want to pay attention to the narrator, or do you want to ignore them? So, let's go to the right and see what happens.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Huh, if I click the mouse, it makes a keyboard sound. It makes this sound. Okay, so here's the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Son of a bitch pricing.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah. So, we're going to go on the theme of ignoring the guy. Interesting. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Interesting. Yeah. Doors are closing behind me for no particular reason. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo, $2,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo list, $5,000. Okay, can I go through here? Just out of curiosity. Nope.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
So, okay. Alright, I am not sure what's going on at this point. I am... Danger. Danger everywhere. Oh, well, that's interesting. Damn bastard closed the doors on me again still. Oh, no, that way. Okay. Do not stand on this side of the fence. I am not really sure where to stand then, sir. A lot of closed doors.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Gee, I don't know. I think I gotta go blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
This one!
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay. I like how they trick you by putting that blue door behind you.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Now he wants me to do that. I'm tempted. Okay, let's do it. Screw it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay, but what do these numbers mean?
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Stanley Parable's World Leaderboard. That's really interesting. I was going to this door just to fuck with him. Oh.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
Sure.
Let me boot it up.
Loading.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
That's it. Poor baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Yeah.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Loading.
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Yes,
at last, the
much
one
better.
thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
But
is it
unlocked.
enough?
Can't jump.
Tell me that, Stanley.
No.
Will it ever be enough?
I just need
Well,
to
I'll
jump.
say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Oh, I feel lots of shame.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
No. Screw you, hippie. I want to jump. Fine.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
I don't have a lot of choice here, unfortunately. I don't know how I'm going to get back up, but...
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, not even a little bit, I don't think. Whatever. Coal. We need the coal. Make a torch. Mushrooms.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Nope. Ah! Bummer. Oh, okay. Loading. Okay.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
It's a science-based game.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're...
What? Lol. Filing cabinets, work in progress. These are like half constructed levels or something like that. What happens if I jump? Whoa. Okay. Wow, this has gotten way off of the rails. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what's happening. The game has gotten weird. Where's our narrator? I wish I had a flashlight, but I don't appear to have a flashlight. Huh. This way? So now I'm kind of just exploring, because I just don't know what to do exactly. Without that creepy narrator, I'm a little bit lost. Alright, so here's the room with the two doors. This is back the way it kind of comes from. Ah, here we go. Interesting. A light. 427. I'm a little confused. So where are the zombies? I don't understand. I just crouched.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
Yeah.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
The end is never the end is never the end is loading. Oops.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What have I done? So, the game is back. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to end the game. That was apparently one of them.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so... a little different. Well, that's interesting. It was awaiting input, and now input received. Username, access? Oh. Let's turn that off, I guess. Because reasons. Okay. I hate the Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so this time I shall pay attention to the narrator. Ah, so bright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We're broke Wednesday. Financial panic meeting. Boss's inspection. Mergers. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Yeah. Great. R&D of new coffee machine? The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. What? Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next to these agendas, reflect. Okay, moving along here. Rate at which charts... Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more charts begging. Boss appreciation minute. Top 20 things. Oh, that's hilarious. Broom closet. My God.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well,
there was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Fine. Back in again. I kind of want to annoy the narrator, but...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Executive bathroom. Nope. I gotta go pee. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I am stunned.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
It gives me an icon, so I can check the drawers, I guess, but I can't, apparently.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Did I? Did I really? Alright, let's see. So dark. That's not a good sign. Is that? Oh, shadow. Okay. All right, loading is loading is loading. One of the interesting things about this game is there's...
Descending deeper into the building,
lot of
Stanley
ways to complete
realized
it.
he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Do I?
Although this passageway had the word "it," but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Okay, the mind control facilities. I did mean to, like, listen to the guy this time, so...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Probably not.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's interesting. There's a couple that aren't displaying. So there's my office right there in the center.